Hey, it's me, GerMichael. Hey, everyone. I just wanted to come on and actually just really share with you that's been going on this week. I was a part of a summit called Transforming Speaking into Sales Summit with Miss Lisa Nichols. And so I had no idea what I was getting myself into, but I have been following her for quite some time because she does the motivating the masses, and so excuse me, I've been following her for, I want to say, a few years. But I really never engaged. I didn't have the opportunity to engage up until now. And so actually, I think it was Facebook, I came across the summit. And so I was like, let me check this out. Let me see what she's talking about. And so I registered like last week, I believe. I registered, if not 2 weeks ago, but I think it was last week when I registered. And so, I was kind of hyped. I was excited. It's because I've been looking for something. And I think that we all have been looking for something. And I've been looking for something that resonates with me as far as how I share and how I connect with you. And so I knew that I wanted to do something. I knew I had something to say, but I didn't know exactly how to say it. So I'm so grateful, and I'm so honored, and I'm so blessed that I was able to find this medium, if you allow me to say that. And I want to thank Miss Lisa Nichols because she really has unlocked something in me, and it just feels good to be unlocked. Like, it feels good to be able to finally do what you feel like that you've been called to do, or you just know that you're supposed to do and wanting to do. So anyways, I'm just happy, and so that's what I'm here today to do. I'm here to share my experience and what happened to me. So anyways, being a part of this summit, actually, it really confirmed a lot of things for me, as opposed to, it confirmed things with me in what I was already feeling and what I was thinking. And so it helped me to be able to see by watching Lisa Nichols, by watching her and seeing her flow. It was what I needed. I already had my own message. I already had my own story. I already had my own. It was just, okay, now how do I present this? And so by seeing her, I was able to see her method. I was able to see her technique. I was able to see her formula, but I was also able to see how it works for her. And so what she shared with us is those very same techniques. What she shared with us was those very models that she uses. And so, what happened now is she is showing that to us and say, hey, take this, but with your own personality. Take this with your own voice. Like, these are the steps that I've created for you to help you be you. But these are the steps you should take to get there. And so a lot of those steps resonated with me. And so it was what I needed. It was what I needed. And I'm so glad and I'm so grateful that I was able to be a part of that summit. Consequently, being a part of it on the second day, I was able to win I was selected as one of the 6 winners to a general invitation to be a part of her Speak and Write Summit in October of 2020 this year in LA, excuse me. So I get excited and I get ahead of myself. But so that was an honor and a privilege being able to win. It's the ticket that I won was a virtual seat. So I was able to get into the virtual part of the summit. So, which is very, very exciting. And so, but I think that honestly, like anyone that was a part of that session, I feel like that if they were not, if they're not able to make it to the summit in October, honestly, like she equipped us with so much information and so much knowledge that really can get us on a very, very good start and be where we would want to be within a year's time. Like it was that much information. And the thing is you have to be at a place in your life to where you're just ready. You're ready to do what you need to do in order to get the life that you feel like you deserve. And until you are ready to take radical action, then you won't be able to see any movement. And so, but understanding where you need to take that radical action is because a lot of times we take action, right? We take action because we feel like we have to or we need to. And a lot of times it's not serving us. It's not really producing for us what we hoped it would. So she teaches us in the right direction of where each and every one of us wants to go. And that's through who you are. Your personality, who you truly are, like that is your everything. So yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited because the thing is before this conference, before this summit that I attended, I wasn't able to do any of this, what I'm doing right here, right now. Y'all excuse me. I live in the Bronx, and so this is what happens. So, but we enjoy it. We just understand that that's the way of expressing themselves, and so we appreciate it. We enjoy it. But at any rate, I think that being able. I think I lost my train of thought, but here we are. Anyway, I just feel wonderfully blessed because there we go. Like I said, before the summit, what I'm being able to present, what I'm able to do right now in this capacity, which is to speak to you, I wasn't in a space to do that. Like I said, I had something to say, but I didn't know how to say that. And mainly there was that fear, right? There was that fear of how people would receive me. There was fear of how, different ones will look at you. And basically it's because of how they already do. And so, and I know for me, being a perfectionist, I can get in my own head and I can let things go by because I've allowed myself to be in my head and allow things to prolong itself longer than what it needs to. And so, like, I had to have a serious conversation with myself. Like, GerMichael, you know what you know. You know what you feel. Why aren't you doing it? So here we are, we're doing it, and we feel really, 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 really good about it. Because the thing is I've been able to understand my position and why I'm doing what I'm doing. All right? Because I no longer have the fear and to present myself or to come out and do something like this, is because my compassion is greater than my fear. And so when you understand that, your compassion leads and everything else follows. So when you do things when you move out of compassion, then your passion will come through. So these are just some of the things that I'm learning. Like, I'm learning all of this, and I feel like I'm getting on the job training. And so I've stowed away for a little bit. Because I needed some time to myself to finally understand who I am. And so in 2017, I decided to step away from the church. Because I came to an understanding that church, at that point, religion, Christianity, Pentecostalism, even though, listen here, don't get me wrong, just because I'm not in church anymore doesn't mean, excuse the motorcycle, doesn't mean that I still don't enjoy it. Oh, I love every single bit of it, but I understand that it did what it was supposed to do for me. Once I understand that, I knew that I knew that there was something more that I was looking for. There was something more that I was looking for, and I knew that there was more out there. And so because I knew that, that's what I went searching for. I went searching for God. I understood the church relic. I understood the lingo, excuse me. I mean, I grew up in church, so I knew all about that. So I could tell you all about church, but I didn't really know God. So I said, God, I want to know you more. Like, I want to know you. And so, because there was a point in time, honestly, there was a point in time, and I'm up here telling all my business, okay, but we're here. And so, like, I was upset with God. I was mad at God for a long time. It's because I didn't think that he loved me. That's what I felt. I didn't think that he loved me. Because here I am, growing up in church, and from a little boy, I'm seeing what everyone's doing. I'm hearing what everyone's doing. And so because of what I'm seeing, then this is what I feel is holiness, sanctification. So I'm doing all of these things. And so, but at the time, I understood that I saw everyone beautiful. Like, I enjoyed and appreciated everything about every person because of who they are. So because of that, I had an attraction for both sexes. Now, you don't know that that's wrong until you are told that's wrong. And so, because of that, growing up in church, you know, there were many times where I stood in line trying to get prayer. You know, fasting and praying and tarrying. Yes, I know all about that. And it's like, no matter what I did, it's like that feeling would not go away. And so I came to the conclusion within myself at that time that, well, God must don't love me, because he won't take this away. And so then, you know, I had the opportunity of really getting to know God. And I had an experience one day at the beach. And I'm giving you the short version. Maybe one day when I have the time, I'll sit down and just really just like, we can have a fireside chat and we can just talk about it all. You know, you and I, us, we can talk about everything. But I was so, because like I said, I knew that there was so much more out there, and I wanted to know and understand the Creator. We're taught about God all the time in church, but I wanted to get to know the Creator. And so I went on a journey. I went on a journey to find God. And on my journey, the more I was looking for God, the more he was showing me. And so I was just like, man, it's like, God, I keep trying to find you, but you keep showing me. And so I was like, well, this is not helping me. But once I understand what was happening was that I had to start digging deep within me. Okay? I had to start dealing with those things within me. And so I was in a service one day in Brooklyn, New York. I was in a service and the bishop was up speaking. And while he was speaking, he said, he was quoting the scripture. And in the scripture was, he said, and be ye holy, for I am holy. I'm sitting in the service, and right then, God drops at me. He says, what I'm saying here is be truth, for I am truth. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I mean, a light just flickered on so bright for me. I was like, wow, be truth, for I am truth. And I really did take that thing to heart. Like, I researched that thing, I looked it up, like I meditated on it. Like, I was just like, oh my gosh, like, this is so good, this is so good. Be truth, for I am truth. So that released me. That released me. And so now I'm able to be the quirky, funny, excited young man that I am. It's because that's who I am. Like, I've always been a happy little boy. And so I just, I just, I just love to have fun. I just love to play, and so when I meet people, and this is one of my techniques, but when I meet people, I engage with their inner child. It's because that's where I am. I'm literally in a world of possibilities. And when I understand and know who I am able to have whatever that I want. But it's the process of attaining it is the best part. If you don't allow yourself to get caught up in the process, the destination will well, I think that when you really come into understanding the process is the destination, then you won't focus on the destination. You'll focus on right here and now. What is life presenting me with right here, right now? What is it showing me? What is it telling me? Because everything that you experience, everything that you are experiencing, life is showing you. How are you going to respond to that? Because the thing is, this is always calling you higher. And so if you are not allowing yourself to go through and learn what you're going through, then you're not able to go to the next place in life. Like, you have to learn these lessons. You have to learn these lessons, and you have to understand why you're experiencing those lessons or those experiences. If you understand who you are a spiritual being having a temporary human experience. So because of that, you decided to come to earth and heal. So in that, you decided what it was that you wanted to heal. So you came here to experience what you experienced to heal that. Okay? That's an honor. That's a blessing. It's because you came here to do a job, a mission. Like, you came here to heal that. So understand why things had to happen the way that it happened. It's because it created you. And guess what? You are the magic. You are the key. So, anyways, I got excited there. I'm having so much fun. I'm thoroughly enjoying this. I'm just allowing myself to flow. And so that's what, whenever you're trying to do some type of speaking, just flow off of what's already being said. Like, elaborate more on whatever it was that blessed you while you're speaking. Like, what you're speaking should be blessing you. And so how it's blessing you is what should be conveyed, right? When you're talking about something, it should be blessing you. Like, it should be inspiring you as you're talking about it. So that inspiration that you're feeling needs to come through. It's because that's how you connect. Yes. So, anyway, what you're seeing is what was unlocked. What was unlocked in me from being at this summit. Okay? All this carrying on that you're seeing happening right now, this came from me being unlocked at that summit. Yeah. So guess what? I'm excited. I'm excited to share more. I'm working on something. Actually, one of the things that was birthed out of this summit is something that I'm working on, and it's called Finding the Magic of Life. I'm excited to share it with you. I'm excited to really go through the process with you, if you will allow me. But this is something that I've been able to go through, and I mean, I didn't know that I was learning something to teach something, right? I'm going through life, I'm experiencing life, and I'm open, right? I'm open to life. And so when you find enjoyment in the learning process, you gotta find enjoyment there. When you find enjoyment of the life process, you learn so much. And so while I was learning, I didn't know that I was being positioned to be able to speak about it. And so now I'm able to share with you some of my own techniques that has worked for me. And so, like I said, that's why I'm so glad that I was able to meet Lisa Nichols, is because I was able to see her. Like, I saw her compassion, I saw her passion, and that intrigued me so much, honestly. And I am going to go and participate, but actually, honestly, I really don't have to. Like, after this summit, I don't really have to do another summit. I mean, of course I'm going to, because I love the engagement, but once you understand, once you realize the impact that you have in being exactly who you are, like, it's such a magic to it. It's such a phenomenalness to it, such an essence to it. And the thing is guess what? There is not, listen, there are many others with the name GerMichael, but there is not a GerMichael M. Cole like me. M stands for Monte. Anyway, listen, I'm having too much fun. All of my friends know that I bring the fun with me. All right? So, I've enjoyed this today. I've thoroughly enjoyed this, and I'm thrilled to do more. Listen, I was telling my partner today, Miss Rakita McCrae, I'm shouting you out, baby. She can be like, oh my goodness. Anyway, I was telling her today, I was like, ain't that weird? I just lost my train of thought. That's why it's time for me to shut down. So anyway, listen, thank you all so much for giving me time, giving me space, giving me your energy. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate the time that you spent with me, because this is time well spent. Yes. So listen, I want to keep the conversation going. I want to continue talking more and more about these type of things and just where we are, you know what I mean? And so I would love for us to connect. I just want to be in y'all's lives, and whatever enlightenment, whatever insight that I can share, I want to be able to do that, is because I want to see everyone win. I want to see everyone be great. I genuinely do. Like, I want to see everybody be great. And so I'm an encourager. Like, that's who I am. That's my niche. Like, that's my gift. I'm an encourager. And listen, whatever you got going on, I'm always going to find I'm always going to find ways to excite you about it. You know what I mean? So, because I genuinely do believe. I do believe in you. Okay? And whatever you're experiencing, whatever you're going through is not you. You are just happening to you're just happening to have that experience. But it doesn't define you. So, you're much greater than that. You're here for a bigger purpose, and I think that once we understand the purpose, then we'll know how to handle life now. We'll know how to handle it, and it won't be so like, oh my gosh, like you'll understand, like get to know this existence, like how it works, like. There is a way that there's a way that this existence operates. Once you understand how this existence operates, you're able to live your life in a more productive, purposeful way, right? So those are things I want to be able to share with you, because I feel like that it's time for us. And so I understand the place that we're all evolving to, and in that place there's a new way of being. So you can't be who you've always been. That's not gonna work. There's a new way of being, and so I've learned. I understand the new way of being, and so if you're excited about finding the magic in life and finding a new way of being for you, then let's connect. Like, I mean, come on now. I think it's time for us all to start elevating each other. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I'm that friend you want. It's because I'm always going to tell you the truth. It's because I want the very, very best for you. So everybody needs a GerMichael in their life. And it's not boastful or bragful, but you do. You need someone who you know got your back. You need someone you know, like, listen, they down with you, whatever you got going on. They gonna tell you when you're wrong, but they down with you. They ain't gonna ever leave you hanging. That's who I am. That kind of person I am. And the thing is it's special to have that. So anyway, I'm done. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. I honor this space. I appreciate this space. I'm grateful. And that's one of the practices that I do. I always honor a moment. Whenever a moment is blessing me with something, I honor it out loud. I appreciate it out loud. It's because I want the universe to know that I appreciate this. I enjoy this. Thank you so much for this. And when you find yourself doing that, you'll find yourself doing that more than not. So then you've learned how to live in another vibration. Okay? Those are the type of things that we'll be able to get into when we start talking. So if this is something that's that feels and tastes wonderfully delicious, just let me know. Leave some comments or however you need to do it. I'm here. Listen, however you want to connect, I'm here. So let's connect. Let's talk on a real tip. Listen, I'm always talking real. And if I don't understand something that you're saying, I'm going to ask. It's because I really want to know. So let's talk. Let's become besties. Let's become friends. So anyway, thank you guys so much. I'm ending for real this time. I used to be a minister / elder in church, and so, you know, I still have all of that. That's still there. I'm just doing it in the fun, loving way that I was called and created to do. All right? So I'm still sharing the gospel message, but I'm sharing it from a different dimension of understanding and from a different dimension of being. Okay? So y'all have a lovely day. Enjoy yourselves. Whatever you're doing today, please, please, please make sure you're enjoying yourself. I don't understand why people do stuff that they're not enjoying. Like, yeah, don't do nothing you don't enjoy. That's a waste of your time and your energy. Like, your energy is important. So only do what excites you. Only do what excites you. These are the type of things we'll be talking about. So let me go. Let me get out of here. All right. Love you guys so much. I appreciate you. You guys are amazing. You're wonderful. And I'm excited to keep doing more. All right. Mwah. Love you.